Welcome back to Against the Cage. Scott Fontana here with the UFC Bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili, who defends his belt at UFC 320 in Las Vegas on October 4th. So, Merab, first off, the story for this fight you have coming up with Cory Sandhagen, it goes back a couple of years too. There was that silly call out that he had for you about he had something for you to eat and it don't taste good, right? You remember that. You're shaking your head a little bit. I mean, did it make you laugh? What was your reaction to that?
I actually forgot about that, but I just saw you guys did the interview a couple of days ago, maybe, and I think I saw you and Corey's
That's right.
interview yesterday, and then I was pissed, and actually that time I don't really get a joke. I was happy that he called me out. I wanted to fight him, but now I speak better English and I realize what maybe he was meaning. I'm mad now.
Oh, you're
now,
mad.
now I'm changing my mind. I was treating him as a nice guy now.
Oh, I don't know that he took it so negatively. I'm not trying to stir the pot here. I think but hey, you know what? You want to take it how you want. You can get your motivation where you
Listen,
get it, my friend.
yeah, no, I don't need the motivation. But what do you think? What he was meaning when he
I
said?
think he was just trying to be silly and just get your attention. I think he was playing off of that video that you'd posted about being hungry, right?
Yeah, I said after the fight, I'm hungry, and then after the fight, he said, "If you hungry, I have something for you." So, yeah, I thought he's a nice guy, but I'm not sure now. I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. I guess that's for you guys to
Hey,
figure out. You get to settle things. You get to put your hands up
yeah,
and do all that,
but
right?
one thing for sure, he may be nice guy, but he wants to finish me. He wants my belt. I saw you guys interview. He was his visual eyes. He thinks about he's a daytime dream, right? He thinks about
Mhm.
stole my belt and walk around everywhere with my belt and stuff like this. There is only one belt, and I like this belt. I don't want to give nobody, even if when Cory Sandhagen is nice guy, he's my enemy, and I'm gonna protect my belt very well.
Well, you're saying obviously you watched the interview, so you know what we spoke about. I mean, you saw his advice. He was talking about the fact that you wanted to strike and you're looking to mix it up and that kind of
Yeah,
thing. Those comments you'd made. And his advice was a very pointed, "Don't do that, Marab." He doesn't seem like he really believes you, though. I get the sense he thinks maybe you're just putting it out there and maybe blowing a little smoke. How committed are you to the idea of maybe keeping this fight standing for a while?
people keep telling me don't do this, don't listen. I do whatever I want, and I will prove it again. Like I'm really motivated for this fight to, go and strike with Cory Sandhagen. It's an MMA fight, whatever it takes, but I'm really ready for, exchange some big punches. And I think I can crack him. And that's the goal. But it's MMA fight. And we all see where fights will go. Don't be surprised if Cory Sandhagen will shoot on me too. And but I want to I wanna exchange some big punches, and my striking is good. I used to strike um, more before. When I stopped it, I was more focusing wrestling, but now I'm back.
Well, that's how you got into the UFC. Obviously, you had that big knockout win over Ralphie Stotts. They
Yeah,
were there to watch him, and they ended up signing you at the end of the day.
yeah.
So obviously, we've seen what your hands can do. But when you hear Corey Sandhagen say, it's a horrible idea to do that, don't do that. Does that fire you up a little bit more?
No, he
No,
can.
okay,
He was kind of joke or whatever. I mean, I
a
don't know
little
if
bit, yeah, yeah,
if he really believes, then no. He did say same interview that he has to respect my hands too. But I'm
yeah.
a mixed martial artist and I'm a conflict fighter. And I can fight whatever fight will go. I wasn't able to take Jose Aldo down, but I beat him in striking. So and I prove it, and I'm gonna prove it again. But now I'm like I said. I'm gonna hurt him.
Now, you obviously you're the machine for many reasons, right? But in large part, I think it has to do with that relentless motor. You never stop. You've got that pressure for 5 full rounds. Not a lot of guys can keep up with your pace. It remains to be seen whether Sandhagen can keep up with the pace that you put forth. But he has a lot of 5 round experience. He lives and trains at altitude in Colorado. How do you see, the gas tanks and maybe the pace factoring into this matchup?
Yeah, I'm sure Cory Sandhagen will be fine with his cardio, and then yeah, he's not getting tired. It's gonna be high level fight. Even if I take him down, he will attack my leg locks and try some submission. Striking. We all know he's fast. He's changing stands. He has a he has a dangerous fly knee, fly whatever spinning back kick, and some at submission attacks. It's gonna be a really good fight between me and him, and I'm ready. I'm ready for 5 minute roll. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 round war. But my goal is to finish him early and not test his cardio.
Of course,
That's
of
my
course.
goal. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now, look, we all know you have some very high level training partners you train with. Of course, your best buddy, Aljamain Sterling, but you brought in somebody who is a true great of this sport, a legend of this sport, Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson. You did a little bit of training with him. How did that come about? What was that like?
Yeah, Demetrious Johnson reached me out and he wants to training with me. He asked me training before too, but I said, I don't know if I want to training with you because usually when I training, I don't training is training. It's not fight. When I fight,
Hmm.
I fight, and then so in the training, I'm not the best usually in the room, and I don't wanna like Demetrius Johnson like submit me or take me down, and he thinks, oh,
You don't
that's
want to
it.
embarrass yourself in front of the legend.
Right? Yeah, yeah, exactly. So and then that's why like I joke first time to no, I don't want to train with you, but of course then when the time came and he asked me to, he wants to come, and of course that was good opportunity to train with him, and he feels I mean I feel his speed, power, experience, and he's humble, and then also he don't want to like win rounds or win submit. He wants to just feel, and then he wants to just get good experience, training experience, and he wants to like feel it. That's different. Like he's in like he just retired, and I understand everything, but me as a fighter, um I'm I'm hungry. I'm still getting better, and I want to get better, even more better and better.
And of course, you are hungry, for multiple fights. You've made it clear throughout this year you want 4 title defenses this year. You've already got 2
Yes,
in the books. You've got one coming up. The clock was starting to look like it was going to get tough for you to get that fourth one in. But I saw last month you were saying you'd fight on short notice. You'd like to request a short notice fight, even if it's December or even November at Madison Square
yes.
Garden as a favor, right? Why is it so important for you to get that fourth fight this year?
Yeah, I wanna just be busy, and I wanna have this another kind of record or good resume in my
It is
my.
a record. No one's ever done this in the UFC. No one's done
Yeah,
4 successful in a year.
yeah, that would be, yeah, that would be good, and then I would love to do that. And um yeah, and at the same time I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm motivated, I'm like I said, I'm hungry, and yeah, I want to do most. And yeah, right now, like first I have to win against Cory Sandhagen, but we have a clear contender, Peter Yan, which looked very good last 3 fight, and he beat good guys, and I think he deserved his title shot, and then I will make a quick turnaround, and yeah, so I think um, the UFC would like that idea too.
If the quick turnaround did involve fighting as soon as November, that would put you at Madison Square Garden. You have not fought there, but you used to work in New York. I mean, how cool would it be for you to get that done? Is that something you'd really rather have, even if it means fighting even more short notice?
Yeah, for sure. Like New York, Madison Square Garden, it's a dream fight for me because I used to live in New York since 2012 to 2020, 8 years. I used to live there, and all my Georgian community lives in New York, and all my friends from Serra team and all my construction crew and everybody that I gained friends in 8 years in New York. They live there, and so it's like kind of my second home. And then New York is kind of my second home and after
Yeah.
Georgia, and now my third home came last week.
Yeah, of course, of course. And
Yeah.
I'm just curious too, how much do you stay in touch with some of those again, the construction workers, the people you used to work with? Like, are you still in
Yeah.
touch with them?
Yeah, for sure. Like good guys. I always, I have good friends from construction people. Like the one, especially for he's the best. Adam Kruger. He's my buddy. And then, later when I was keep winning, and I have to keep posting social media. And when you work construction, you have to be busy with the ball hands. It's not like a security job, or it's not like you have to work. And then
Hmm.
so I was using my phone a lot, but when I was working with this guy Adam, he was so fast and he's a very good worker. And if I was working with him, I was cheating a lot because he was doing a lot of job, and then I can get out of, what I'm saying, like
He
I
gave you a little bit of time. He gave you a little cushion so you could get done what you needed to do. Yeah,
Right, like he was good worker. So, you know, even he was working by himself, we was still showing the lot of work. So,
of
but
course.
yeah, yeah. So, and then like that was later on, like when I was like getting busy, and I have to check all my social media, the comments and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But now I won't have a time because now it's really I have two phones, and really I get phone calls and texts and everything. It's but yeah, I have a good memory. I'm glad that I did that experience. Like almost 8 years I was working construction, and I'm grateful for that experience.
Last thing I wanted to slip in here real quick before I let you go. Obviously, you are doing real work at the bantamweight division. You're at the point where you're talking about fighting Peter Yan again for the championship. You already destroyed him the first time. You dominated him over 5 rounds. If you were to do something with someone from a different weight class, let's say welcome Alexandre Pantoja to challenge for your belt, or to go up to 145 pounds and challenge Alexander Volkanovski for featherweight, which one of those two options seems most appealing to you?
For now, I would like to welcome Alexandre Pantoja. No, I'm sorry. Um, but what's Pantoja's name?
Alexander Pantoja,
Yeah,
Alexandre.
yeah. Alexander Pantoja, Alexander Volkanovski. Yes, both
I
names
know
are the
they're
same.
close.
So yeah, so I would like to welcome Pantoja in my weight class. Yeah, Volkanovski, like I said many times, I love him. I have so much respect for him, and I'm here. I'm comfortable. I want to defend my belt. Whoever will be next best guy, and right now I'm focusing for that. Yeah, but future, like of course I'm also ready for some super fights. Also, I would like to, yeah, like maybe but future I wanna be sport long time, and eventually of course I will go challenge 145 belt. But right now, Aljo, he's in the mix. Maybe Aljo, I think Aljo deserves most to fight for the Volkanovski right now. So, and so I'm good. I'm good here. I'm champion. I'm happy, and yes, so I would like to stay here.